You already know who it is. It's your boy Sharingans X, aka Captain Captain. But you already know, before we even get into the review, we gotta run that intro. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Sharingans X, aka Captain Captain X, here today to give you my review of Naruto, chapter 688, entitled The Sharingans. Now, from the get-go, this is probably going to be somewhat more of a rant rather than a review. 1 second. Close the door from any unwanted interruptions. Now, a lot of shenanigans going on in this chapter. A lot of shenanigans. A lot, and I won't even know where to begin. Firstly, the way the chapter began, I didn't like it not one bit whatsoever. I was thinking, alright, why the hell is this guy still alive? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Obito Uchiha. Why doesn't the guy just roll over and die? He's like a damn phoenix. He's rises from the ashes every time. Like, come on, die. Alright, but enough about ranting about Obito. The part that I didn't like was that, okay, we've seen in previous chapters of Naruto and previous episodes where Kakashi was in his limbo state when he's about to die from being using the Kamui against pain, where he met his father in limbo, which is like, okay, cool. So you know that there is some interaction between the living world and the basically the dead, and obviously that's clear to see with the case of the Edo Tensei. So it's clear that the dead can interact with the human world for a brief period of time. But the part that annoys me is this: at what stage could they then pass on powers and attributes after being dead? Alright, here's what would make sense, and this is what my cousin and me was talking about before I even began this review. Okay, we all know that Itachi is able to pass on Sharingan techniques here by basically looking at Sasuke and by touching him on his forehead. But for example, he had to pass the Amaterasu. It would have made sense here if he was to pass on that ability, by when he looked at Kakashi. That would make perfect sense. But I don't even think that's the way that Kishimoto is going to go with this, because right at this point in the series, things are just happening that don't make no sense. Perfect example is this: Madara, Susanoo, no eyes. Does that make sense? It's said from the very beginning of the series that you need 2 eyes to use Susanoo. I think it was the left eye was Amaterasu, correct me if I'm wrong, subs. Right eye was Tsukiyomi, and then the 2 eyes combined were Susanoo. Or I believe it's the other way around, it's one of the two. Anyways, so basically what's happening now in the series contradicts a lot of things that were foundation things that are set in stone, and that annoys me. And that's things that make for a bad chapter when it comes for continuity. Because you can't basically go back on what you said on things that are set in stone and things that are permanent. And that's one thing that annoys me with the Naruto series so far. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the series. I don't care if you guys want to have a go at me about it because I'm bashing like your favourite series. Get over it. Stop crying. Anyways, let's carry on. Other than that, the chapter was a good chapter in itself, but like I said, it wasn't without its problems. So now let's talk about the good parts of the chapter, because I don't like to end things on a negative note. The good parts of the chapter were, for example, Naruto's multi-tailed beast Rasen Shuriken. For one, I didn't know that he could do that or do them all at the same time. But then the part that confuses me is this: what the hell happened to Kaguya? Because we obviously see that it hits her, but it seems like it had some kind of effect on her. Because we know that Naruto has part of the tail beast chakra inside him, but then when it came in contact with Kaguya, it's like it almost resonated with her and basically caused some kind of reaction. So I know that she has the full tail beast inside her, or at least 90% of their power, when Naruto has at least, let's say, maybe 10 or 20, give or take. We don't know exact numbers here, but we see that it's obviously not as much as Kaguya. So when that happens, it basically reacts with her, and then she basically turns into this kind of like mold between all the tailed beasts and becomes like basically the Jubi, which she essentially is. So what's happening there now is kind of like, wait, what? But then another problem in the chapter comes along. We see that Susanoo hand comes and grabs Sakura, useless character, don't want her to die, but we just we live with it, we deal with it. Susanoo's thinking, okay, yeah, Sasuke grabbed her. No, it wasn't even Sasuke, You know who it was? It's Kakashi. And that's where I have problems. Tell me something, when the fuck could Kakashi use a Susanoo? And on top of that, a perfect Susanoo. No normal Susanoo is that big. That's a perfect Susanoo. A perfect Susanoo is a flipping Rinnegan technique. Obito had the Rinnegan, but he had Madara's Rinnegan. He never unlocked a Rinnegan of his own. Even though he could have, because he had part of Central DNA inside him, but that's not the point. These powers are then passed on to him after death, but then he's able to use the Susanoo, which he shouldn't be able to use anyway, because one, he shouldn't really know how to use it. But then here's another problem now. People are going to say that, yeah, Kakashi had the Sharingan for a long time, but he had one fucking eye. Okay, but on top of that now, he's able to use the Susanoo, but then on top of that, Obito's eye shouldn't even work at this point. The amount of times he spammed Kamui, and then when Kakashi first used Kamui, he said like, yeah, it's taking a big toll on him. This entire arc, he spammed Kamui to bits. Now, he's not only could Obito use Kamui, now that he's dead, which doesn't make any sense, then on top of that, he's able to use Susanoo, which, if I remember right, what Itachi said, and what Sasuke said, that this basically hurts every cell inside his body. And as we know, Obito didn't have the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, so the effects, so the negative effects are still very apparent. So why is it that Kakashi can use it and what seems to be no drawbacks? And I thought Kakashi had limited chakra. I thought his chakra was worse than Sasuke's. So many problems in this chapter, so many problems. But overall, besides the problems, the chapter was a decent read, if you know what I mean. As again, I'm not going to give the chapter a rating because I don't give chapters ratings because there's no correlation to decide, like, you know, what's going to be an 8.5 rather than an 8. There's nothing set in stone like that. Our reviewers may do like their methods and whatnot, but then again, it just doesn't make sense. They give one chapter an 8, then they give another an 8.5, but then there's no continuity there. And with me, I say something that's very important when it comes to reviewing chapters or even writing manga in for instance, is about continuity. If things aren't consistent, then quite evidently it's just not that very good. And that's what's annoying about the Naruto series so far. I enjoy the Naruto series. It's actually my favourite manga series out at the moment, even more so than Bleach, believe it or not. But what's going on right now, I just can't stand for, and it's really pissing me off. Anyways guys, enough of a rant, let's go into promotion time. Anyways guys, so as we know, it's promotion time. I'd like you guys to go check out, you know, Squad X fan page, which link is always in the description below. It's where you find out things that are going to be happening with my channel, if my reviews are going to be up early, late, whatnot. Ask me personal questions because it's easier to contact me through Facebook than it is via YouTube personal messages. Now, what else I would like you guys to follow is Squad 00 Universe. Squad 00 Universe isn't a page that's just endorsed by myself. It's endorsed by the likes of Charles Anime World, The Elite Ace, Tekken 101, Northside Z, King Recon. So basically all the guys that you lot watch on YouTube. All the like reviewers that are in some cases may even be better than myself. So I'd like you guys to check that out to stay up to date with us, just like you stay up to date with me. Anyways, that's the end of promotion time. So now that I've rambled on enough, I believe that this chapter of Naruto was a decent chapter of Naruto minus its problems. I do like the fact that Kakashi is able to use Susanoo from a fan standpoint, but as a person that's reviewing the series and reviewing this particular chapter, I don't like it. But as a fan, I'm over the moon for it. Like, you know, even the fact that Naruto was able to use, like, you know, his Tail Beast Lesson Shuriken and what Kage is changing into, I do like that in terms of a fan. In terms of a reviewer and whatnot, it doesn't make any sense. Anyways guys, I know that I've rambled on enough. It's your boy Shinigami X, aka Captain X. I'm signing out, and as always my people, take care and peace. And you already know what it is. Keep it 99+1. You do the math. Laters, bro.